Why didn't anyone tell me this exotic was busted? It's as if I have unlimited melee charges with this build. Mask of Fealty enhances Hunter's Withering Blade stasis melee in multiple ways. The first is by refunding melee energy when damaging enemies with your Withering Blade. It also spawns small stasis crystals when your melee bounces off surfaces. And finally, when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen enemy with your melee, more Withering Blade shurikens spawn, seeking out additional enemies to damage. Next, you need to make sure you have the Grim Harvest aspect and Whisper of Refraction's fragment equipped so you can gain class energy and spawn stasis shards every time you kill a slowed or frozen target. When picked up, these shards provide melee energy as well as frost armor for extra damage resistance. This is a good baseline, but how do we take this build to the next level? Well, first you make sure you're using the fragment's Whisper of Fissures for extra damage from stasis shatter, and Whisper of Hunger for even more melee energy when picking up stasis shards. Then make sure you have the Dustfield grenade equipped. It has the shortest cooldown of all the stasis grenades, can freeze multiple enemies insanely quickly, and has a massive radius, making it the perfect crowd control grenade. It should go without saying I'm using the Touch of Winter aspect and Whisper of Durance fragment in this build to enhance my grenade ability. For my exotic, I chose to use Tessellation because it clears adds with ease and does a crazy amount of damage to mini bosses and champions, even though its animation takes a bit too long. The stats you should prioritize are of course melee, along with grenades and weapons, and definitely make sure you equip the impact induction and focusing strike mods on your arm piece for extra ability energy while you're spamming Withering Blade. The way I play this build is by first throwing a Dustfield grenade down to freeze a group of enemies, then follow up with a Withering Blade melee. Next, I'll use a dodge to refund my melee, and I'll use another Withering Blade. Usually I'll spawn in enough stasis shards where I can fully refund my melee and dodge abilities and continue to spam them. Sprinkle in a bit of primary weapon and tessellation usage to shake things up in between, and you got yourself a solid gameplay loop. All in all, this is one of the most busted builds I've ever created for Destiny 2, and I urge you guys to give it a try.